What's up, 23? So today I want to talk about this guy, Billy Carson. I want to talk about him and the connection between the woke community and the conscious community. For those who don't know, the woke community came from the conscious community. So I want to talk about the connection with that. So Billy Carson, right? He's a guy that I've been seeing a lot in my algorithm. He talks about the Anunnaki and the Kemetic connection with that. He talks about the ancient giants, Gilgamesh, and Leo, the Akashic records, physics, we call that quantum physics and all this stuff, blurring all this stuff together. So I'm here to kind of debunk that stuff, right? But going back, I want to show you just my perspective is like how all these things change. Excuse me. So, the woke community changed from the conscious community. Now, I can speak very well from this, right? Because from 2004 to 2008, approximately, I bought hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of videos of the conscious community of all type of different people. Ivan Van Sertima, Phil Valentine, Hakim Bey, Bobby Hemmett, Dr. Africa, all types of different people. You know what I'm saying? Yafa Bey. These people talked about all type of different things from esoteric law, esoteric politics, metaphysics, conspiracy theories. Jordan Maxwell. That's why looked at him. Stuff from The Pale Horse, Behold the Pale Horse, all these different type of books or whatever. Now these things were some of this stuff were conspiracy theories, right? But some of this stuff was proven to be true, right? So this is what I experienced, right? So I paid very close attention. So the conscious community was African American based mostly, right? It wasn't really like too many other people. That was like basically they say like our stuff. You know what I'm saying? The conscious community. But it changed, right? So the powers that be saw this and they changed it to the woke community. And I saw this done, right? So I went to Bobby Hemmett, one of Bobby Hemmett's lectures, right, in Chicago. And this was like 2007. And he had a white person with him. And this is my first Bobby Hemmett lecture. I'll talk about meeting him and stuff like that. Shout out to Bobby Hemmett, man. Is Bobby Hemmett still alive? Do anybody know? Bobby Hemmett had a stroke not too long ago after the after the lecture that he did in Chicago. Not too long, maybe like 1 or 2 years after that. So anyway, he had a white dude with him. And people were baffled. They was talking crazy. They're like, Bobby Hemmett, he got a white dude. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Because that was like kind of like taboo because, the conscious community was considered our thing. So that was, I guess that was the, beginning of that, right? I don't know if that was purposely, but I'm just, trying to show you a snowball effect and a connection. So, the conscious community talked about a lot of things, right? A lot of even rappers, certain rappers like Immortal Technique, Jedi Mind and stuff like that. They would, get these videos and they would put this stuff in the raps, conscious rap and all that other stuff, right? So white people started to get involved in the conscious community. So eventually, right, they flipped everything, right? I saw, a video with Billy Carson and Phil Valentine and this dude named Sanchez. He's like a young conscious community, on the bare end of the conscious community stuff. He came in. He's a young guy, same as like young Pharaoh for those who know who he is, right? So It was a video. I saw him on a video. I didn't really look at it because I'm past the conscious community stuff, man. All that stuff is old for me, you know. You know. So, but yeah. So basically, that was like a few years ago. I think the video was. But now they got, Billy Carson as the voice, of the conscious community. Now, one thing we have to understand, right, that America, the West, don't give us education, right? I mean, they give us education. They don't give us knowledge. Two totally different things. Education is basically to make us good servants of them. Is commerce for them, on all spectrums. However, commerce, it always goes back to making money and power for them. So, for those who wanted to know that, look for truth and alternative things of what we've been taught, we go to different things, right? We try our best to. Those who really want to know truth or really want to know what's going on or beyond the spectrum or beyond the matrix or, what have you. So Billy Carson, right, he talks about, Kemet and the Anunnaki and all these things, right? And, these metaphysical things, right? All this stuff came from the conscious community. But I just want to break this stuff down, right? Because they always do this trick of merging Kemet with Babylon and Kemet with the Sumerians, right? But and also Kemet with the Greek. So these are all separate things, right? Now, if you want to, believe in the Anunnaki and read Zechariah snitching stuff and believe all that stuff, hey, that's on you. I'm not here. That ain't my argument now. What I'm saying is that it's a difference, right? So when we deal with education, right? Western education mostly doesn't go back any further than ancient Greece, right? Mostly when the Greeks conquered, right? Because that's America's thing, right? As far as might and power, as far as conquering. So Greek and Roman, knowledge and stuff and philosophy, this is what they mostly use. Ain't no doubt about that, right? So when we dealing with the Greeks came over to Egypt and they, took over Egypt, and part of it was the spirituality of, the priesthoods and stuff like that. So when they came over, right, some of the people of Kemet, right, which is Egypt, they taught them, or they tried to teach them. Now, one of the things that they said, as far as Kemet is concerned, that Kemet said about the Greeks was that they were a backwards people. They were hard to teach, right? So a lot of the knowledge and the stuff that you get from the Greeks is watered down. So when we're talking about Thoth is Greek. Thoth and Greek, Thoth and Tahuti is supposed to be like the translation of Tahuti. Tahuti is a Kemetic god, an Egyptian god. Thoth, right, was a person who came over to Kemet and wanted to learn, and, they put his name in the books, right? He wanted to learn, Kemetic spirituality to the best he could. And that's who Thoth is. Thoth is a person. Thoth ain't a god. He was just a person from, ancient Greece, that usurped basically that part of Kemet, the spiritual part. Same thing with Hermes Trismegistus, 3 times great. No. So when you hear these things, don't be fooled. When you hear these Greek names, that's Greek. Hermes wasn't, wasn't a god. He was just a person. He was just a priest, So basically, that's the way it was, right? The Greeks translate the gods, right, to their version of them. Same thing as the Romans of Kemet. There ain't no denying reason in that. So we can't be fooled about that. We have to understand this. So